fuck. Okay, we're in. Alright, we're in Valheim now. Oh god. Shit, we need to make... I think the whole reason I did this... The whole reason we did this still was to cut the chickens up. Where is it at? Here it is, butcher knife. 4. Oh my god, fuck off. It's not even silver, it's tin. I got all the silver for nothing. Oh my god. Let's see, hold on. We need to get to the Black Forest area. We don't have any portals over here, man. Oh, this is annoying. Swamp 2, maybe? Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be all bad. I just realized we have to bring this shit back. Fuck. We don't have any more of this material, I think. Maybe up here we do? I'm just gonna have to go really far. I gotta stop using those markers. Because those are for those are the markers for the portal. We can portal to portal 1. Let's go portal 1. Okay. We need to check these things. I wish this game had the same music as Skate. I would be like, hell yeah. Okay, so please tell me this works. The portal doesn't work. Maybe it's capital. It's funny how her portal and my portal are in two different locations. Like they should be in the same area, but they're not. So we need to go here to west. We actually need a lot of this stuff too, man. Uh, we don't need wood. I want to collect wood already, but we don't need it. Oh shit. That is so good that the enemies spawn right here like that, those ones, because what they have, we need it. We need the shield, we need the meat from them. So every time we see those, we gotta take them down. And they're not difficult. I mean, they can get you if you're not prepared, but for the most part, those ones are really easy. This is the biome that we're looking for. I've already tried to clear some of this, so I know this little coast is not going to have what we're looking for, I think. But we do need these. Is there any more? Yeah, that's what we want right here, right on the floor. Oh, a fish. Take the fish. We want the fish, always with the fish. Ooh, it was 3 times, I think. No, I think he was a 3-star maybe. Alright, so we need to look for these things that we're talking about. We need the bones because later we're going to be using them a lot. We're going to be going pretty far because oh, here we go. Because I know that I got some of the shit from this area already. Oh man, that shit is so clutch, dude. This one doesn't even want it. Oh my god. We want the gold. We need a lot of gold. It looks like I made a place here. I started up trying to make a base here. Because we're gonna need this stuff. And I was like having issues, I think. I don't want to waste my time making a base though. We just need this tin from the shore here. Luckily we're OP for this area. I remember when I was not OP and it would be like fucking battles all the time. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck, we're gonna have to start getting rid of stuff. Our weight. Okay. We need a big stack if we can manage it. That shit doesn't want to let me carry anymore. I still can't carry that shit, man. How the fuck I drop all that stuff and it doesn't weigh to nothing? This is really annoying. Let's do this. I have an idea. Where the fuck is the other one? So, how much is that? Okay. Let's pick up all this other stupid shit we need. I'm gonna build a chest over here where I was making that base. And I'm gonna store all of it there, and then we'll come on the boat and pick it up. Because we need a lot and I can't carry so much, so. Let's see if we can build the chest. Make a base here. Okay, where's our hammer? Please tell me we have enough. We do not have enough, of course, we don't. Need wood. Motherfucker cut the tree. Okay, we don't have enough fucking room for wood. Here we go. go back and collect whatever was left. Oh, fuck off. Alright, we're just gonna put this stuff away real quick, and then we're gonna go out for more. I'm exhausted, man. The food, man, the fucking food, it just... I'm just like, just full of fucking food. Like I'm just a big brick. I feel like a brick. Like there's no room for nothing else. Not even my thoughts. Too much. Can we make another one? Yeah. Alright. Let's go back out. I shouldn't be collecting the wood because the wood weighs a lot. I have a habit of picking up the wood because we need a lot of wood. So when I'm out doing stuff, you know, I try to get some of the wood on my way around. Just random pieces of wood will add up, you know. So I pick up all this little wood, and it helps me sometimes because I hate not having it. Going to the base and saying we need wood and then not having wood, like it makes me kind of like, fuck, man, I don't want to fucking go get more wood. So I try to collect the little pieces on the floor because it makes a little difference. I think the best way is to always procedurally be planting, like constantly be planting trees, you know. But I cannot keep up with all the farms. There's so many little farms and stuff. Oh, here we go. I want to get a ridiculous amount because we need a lot. To max out all the new tier of weapons, like the Caprice and all that shit, they ask for a lot of iron and bronze and copper, so it feels like we need to do a really big haul. We're already fucking out of fucking room, man. I feel like I should make a base here, because I'm tired of running back. I mean, eventually we're gonna have to run all the way back to our base because we don't have a portal here. I should have put one up here. I should have brought enough to do that, but I didn't think what I was gonna do. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back to the base and then maybe boat everything because I cannot carry a lot. So I think we're just gonna come up here, collect all the way up here, collect as much as we can. I'll make a couple bases and I'm just gonna boat all the way up here and just stop off and fill up the boat. Unfortunately the boat can only take 30 though, so damn. It can only take 4 stacks of 30. I might as well just run back then. Maybe I'll just run out and try to collect 4 stacks of 30 and then whatever I can carry. I just don't want to be going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. We're gonna need a lot of copper also. Ugh. Getting lost. I shouldn't be collecting this stuff though, 'cause it's gonna weigh me down. Already, man. God damn. I can't even carry a full stack, man. That shit makes me mad. Oh my god, too funny. Something happened that was it was like, it's not I mean, you have to be very confident in yourself, but it was a little embarrassing for me, but I think I took it like an adult maybe. I'm embarrassed to admit this, so it's a little bit, it is kind of embarrassing, but I can handle these things okay, I guess. I try to deal with this. If something is embarrassing, you just kind of have to face it. But I think it's kind of a funny story because I think in Thanksgiving maybe, you know, um, I was over there with my neighbor. We're having the same, holiday dinner and stuff, and then um, I was talking with his like son-in-law, and he's a nice guy. He's a good dude. So we were sitting there talking. We're getting to know each other more each time. I don't spend a lot of time with him, but I think he warms up to me each time I'm seeing him, which is nice because I think he's a cool guy. So anyway, um, so we were sitting there talking, and we're sitting on like these chairs that you can get, from the store or whatever, like a metal foldable chair, maybe aluminum, not metal, aluminum folding chair or something like this, but they make you think that it's metal, it's not, um, or at least it's not like a hard metal, but um, so we're sitting there talking. I'm talking to him, and then the chair starts like slowly bending, breaking, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then I'm like, "Oh shit, the chair is fucking breaking," And he was laughing like, "Oh my god," like, 'cause it was kind of funny, like what the hell, like the chair's just breaking all of a sudden, and and then I'm like, he's laughing, but I try not to be too embarrassed because it was kind of funny, and I know I'm a little bit of a heavy guy. I'm not like crazy overweight or something, but I eat, so I'm like, and I'm very tall also. So it's funny because fucking like I'm a big guy, so I didn't take offense to it because I thought, well, it's just natural. So anyway, fast forward, we're having Christmas dinner this time, and he puts a table out for us to eat, so we could eat together. Cause his kitchen has a very small table, not enough for like more than four people, and he has more than four people over at a time. So the extra ones we usually sit eating on something different. So he decided, oh, I'm gonna get a table. That way we can eat together, and we don't have to be sitting looking at the TV or something. So so he had the chairs out, and I was looking at the chairs. I was remembering. I was like, oh no, I looked at them and I'm like, these are gonna break, man. Like I cannot sit on that chair. And then I was waiting, so there was a good time where we were all talking, and I told him, I was like, Mike, I cannot sit on those chairs, man. They're gonna break. And then the guy was there and he was laughing because of like a joke. And I was like, he goes, no, 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 those ones are. We went out and we bought some. And I was like, what? And he's like, him and his son-in-law, they were buying the chairs for the event, I guess. And he goes, yeah, we made sure that we got them. They're weighted for like 350 pounds, which is not how much I weigh. I don't weigh nothing near that. But I was like, what the fuck? I was like, no way. And I was looking closely at the chairs because they looked kind of weak. They were thin, kind of thin. And I thought maybe he was joking with me. I said, I'm like, oh, no way. Those cannot hold that much weight. And he goes, yeah, man. He's like, we got them at the hardware store or something. And then the son-in-law was like, yeah, yeah, I did. I went with him. We both got them. And then I thought it was more funny because the son-in-law, he was probably remembering the situation. So when they were getting the chairs, he was like, oh man, you better hope that it's gonna hold him because if he sits down, it's gonna break. And they were like, oh, okay, let's get ones that are stronger. And he was like, fuck it. So they got stronger chairs. And it's like I say, it's a little bit embarrassing, but I think it's kind of funny. It's a funny situation. Yeah, I normally don't have that. That's why it was really surprised to me because I was like, oh my god, like what the fuck? Oh, come on. Ah, ah, ah. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna individually fuck these guys up. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. Is there a spawner here? Damn. That was a lot of them. I almost want to keep that shit, but I cannot. We gotta finish our mission. The mission is collecting tin. And we're in a kind of far walk away from our base. But I've run really far across the map before, so I don't mind really far runs. I've done them multiple times where, I mean, our bases, we had two bases that were kind of far from each other, and when Eden first started the game, um, I could not teleport her to me. So I had to migrate her all the way to my location. You know, this is an interesting story actually, and this is an interesting thing about the dynamic of the game, the way the game works. Like, this is why I say this game is so well rounded. But so my friend joins the world. They're at my old base, which I've migrated very far from that base. I used a boat to get into a farther distance. So she's in my first base ever, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go get you, you know? Because she doesn't have any equipment. She would have had to live there for some time to get all of her armor and everything together, you know? So I said, okay, look, I'm gonna come to you and find you, and then I'll bring you back, you know. So I think something happened where I could not use the boat, or I did not make. I only had the raft boat. I forget what happened, but um, I think I brought her on a boat. I think I brought her on a boat, and then the funny one is uh, she died at one point, and we got locked out of our base because I think a giant broke our base down or something. And I had to go bring her all the way back, like because she was so weak. You know, she would. Oh no, no, we don't want to do that. She was so weak that she would get one-shotted. You know, she will never make the trip alone. You know what I mean? One time she had to, because we had this happen multiple times. That's why I say I'm not a stranger to running across the whole map, you know. But it was funny because I think she got killed, and she's like, "I need your help to get back because the portals are broken or something like this," you know. And I was like, "Okay, okay." So I don't think we had a boat, but I had to run back all the way to her, back to the main base, and then have her like eat some food and stuff. And then I didn't have extra armor, so I usually run with nothing on if I'm recouping my body. So I was like, don't worry, just follow me. Don't stay really close to me because we're going to do a far run. You know, we're going to have to run all the way down to the base. And so she says, okay, let's go, you know. So we fucking are running this whole area, not this one on the other side of the island, but we're fucking running, 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 running. And then everything's like coming at us too, you know, like throwing rocks and shit. And I'm like, go behind the trees, like go through trees and stuff. And then like giants are showing up and chasing us. And then like it was fucking insane. It was crazy, you know. And she was starting to understand why I was telling her don't stop, because there's so many enemies chasing you. It will take us forever to fight through all of them, you know. So I'm like, just run through it, like run through it. We're gonna get to our main base, and then you can get prepared to fight, you know. So we fucking ran all the way through. Actually, you can see from here. She was here, and then we ran all the way through down here, down here. I used the coastline. Then we came down here all the way up, all the way around this shit, because I didn't want to drag him through there, so we stayed on the coast so we don't get lost. And then we come around through here, boom, boom, all the way back down, boom. And then from here, we had to run all the way down through this forest, all the way to this base. This is where I was currently, actually, this is where I got her to her first base, because I was like, okay, now I can help you. So I don't even think I had portals yet at that time. So I was helping her get food. We were getting wood together. We were getting her armor and her bow and all this stuff so she can like defend herself. And then we started running to my current base, which was here. My main bases ended up here next to the Elder for some odd reason. But we were fucking here, and then we had to run. I could not access the snow world yet, so we had to run. For me to get to my base, I had to always run around. I had to run around the snow mountain there or in here. And in here is like a hell alley at the rank we were at, because you would have like, how do you say, this stupid fucking river, it goes through, it's like it's 1, 2, 3, 4 biomes all in one, in a way, you know? We had to deal with the snow in some cases here. It was leaking into the river, and we were trying to run through the river all the way back. And I ran through her a couple times, so we were like, let's go here, we're gonna run it. We failed the first time, the second time, the third time. She was dying a lot, and we had to keep coming and putting ourselves together, and then finally fucking we broke through everything, boom, and I'm like, okay, let's go, and we ran into the main base, and then she started getting her shit together. And that whole fucking mission, that took days, I think, because we had to play for a while to get all this to happen, you know? And I was like, damn, this game is crazy. When I was fucking dealing with that, like, I was like, this fucking game is very challenging, man. You know, it's definitely not a walkthrough, like, easy shit. Like, a game developer that plays games, this is like your game developer's favorite game. You know what I mean? Fuck, dude, I want to make a little base here. We can get this. The run is just stupid. I'm getting tired of the run. I should have made a base when I thought about it the first time. I want to get fucking warm. I don't like the rain. It's cool. It's nice when you go into your base and there's a fire and you're like, okay, cool. And you can get a little rested buff, you know. I don't usually fuck with the rested buff, although that's like the #1 rule of the game, is to make sure you get the rested buffs. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, seriously. The fucking stamina, man. Get out of my face. That shit just blew them the fuck back. Look at this, we ended up way over there. They were like, "Brrr." Oh, great. Yeah, I'm living in this fucking area now. This is my new base. It's funny, there's a funny feeling sometimes when you're setting up a new base, like, there's this like, okay, we're gonna have to live here. Let's say we're staying in this area. And then sometimes there's areas where I'm like, I want to make this my main base. That's the funny part. So I'll tell you something, really. If Eden wasn't playing Valheim with me, I would have moved my main base a long time ago. I never said this, and I never told her this, but I'm like thinking to myself, the main base needs to be closer and closer to the new location. We need to move all of our shit into the new area and eventually settle as close as we can there, you know? And then that way we can have like, you know, all of our stuff close to that area, I guess. Like, but you know, I don't know. It's an idea that I tool around a little bit in my head with sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, you know, I would like to bring the base here and just set everything up. Because often I'm out in the harder levels and I need to upgrade my weapons and all these things, but you know, using a portal, it makes things so much easier. I mean, you really don't even need to do that. You could just use the portal, but I mean, sometimes I feel like I'd be closer to some of the harder resources, harder to get resources, and that can help, you know. I'm just making a foundation if I can. I saw some guy do this before in a video and I thought it was a cool idea. You make the little foundation first and then you put the floor. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have fucking used that other, extended the original little base that I was making, but I just figured I'd start fresh. Fuck, I'm gonna have to break this down though. Well, we need the fire. Basically, we just need more wood. There you go. Okay. That little wisp is such a clutch tool, man. it's nice because it makes everything kind of light. It lights places up. It could be a lot darker without the little light. Wow, we got 10-minute rested buff from that comfort level 3. That's insane. That's crazy talk. It's just a little hut. Like, I'm surprised how the comfort level went up. I feel like the foundation may have did that. I don't know. Because I usually make the same base all the time. Okay, let's just do this. Let's take this shit. We'll put it in here. Oh shit, the fish. Big ass fish just right there. Oh, he's too heavy. I like how there's just a little rock right there. Like, the environment is really nice. Some of that shit we have to get rid of. Guess that's it. Damn, I wish I put the thing in here. The table. Oh yeah, it needs to be in there. Fucking bitch. Yeah, that's one thing I do hate about the fucking game mechanics. The stupid crafting table needs to be inside as well as the bed, which, okay, I understand kind of the bed, but the workbench. Oh shit. Alright, let's go get the last. Let's see what we have here. 3 stacks at 30. We're almost at the max we need. I want to start putting rugs in my little mini bases just because, you know, but then like now it's like makes more sense. Like I never really focused on the resting buff, but I don't know, something clicked the other day when we used it and I was like, okay, let's use it. And then I was like, oh yeah. And I'm thinking, like, even started doing something funny in the snow world or some worlds. It doesn't matter. Some worlds, she throws out a fire and she can build a fire. I didn't know you can do this. You can build a fire anywhere without a fucking crafting table. I never knew that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how are you building it without a crafting table? And then I remembered one time when we went to a snow level, we first got there, she was building all these fires up the mountain because we didn't have the potion yet to stay warm. and we didn't have the armor yet. So we used a chain of fires to keep ourselves from dying. And like later I realized, wait a minute, she was doing that without a crafting table. I didn't think about that at the time. And then now I thought back, like, that's very useful in some ways, because if you're in a area where you're fighting something very difficult and you happen to have some space and time, you know, throw a quick fire out and then fucking get that little buff, you know? Like, that's a really good tip. They always tell you get your rested buff, but I don't know if they ever mention that portion of, like, you know, hey, get your fire out and get the rested buff. I thought I saw another piece. I remember last when I was here, I was like, there's a piece nearby. Yeah, I should probably eat. I probably don't have to eat that much. I'm eating too much for this base, for this area. Sometimes I don't eat because I don't want to keep wasting the food, because it's good food. But I think maybe what I should do is stop eating the main meal and only eat the second meal and maybe the third, you know? The thing that's kind of getting me about that is the one of the recipes I use that I like is the it requires the puff balls from the mountain area, from the Mistland, and that's kind of a pain to get. Okay, here was our last location. I've been up here before, but I tried to run around the islands to see, you know, what the island is shaped like, but I stopped doing that once it started getting a little crazier, and I said, okay, I think, because I was running around big islands, I was like, let's just stick to our main objective locations and continue from there. But in this area, we never needed these resources, so I have to double back and mine the old areas that I had been in. Oh, hell yeah. This fool better not break it. This fool... Oh, no, but... Well, this might be useful in some way. It's too bad there's nowhere to store anything on it. Oh, it's healthy too. It's not broken. I must have died there. Okay, we have enough, so it's a very good coincidence. I don't think this will get me there any faster, but... Oh, this shit doesn't even have a ladder. Fuck. Oh, it does. Nice. Well, at least the wind is at our back. That's a good sign. It's probably not. Oh, let's see. Oh shit. Gotta use the thing. What? That shit didn't work. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, this thing's quite slow. I could run faster than this, but I might as well bring it back. It's a good piece. It's a good tool. My only issue is we cannot store anything on here, so I mean, I suppose I can take one stack back to my base on the boat and then come back with the main boat instead of running it all the way back home. That's why I think this was a blessing, because I was like, oh, this is perfect. Like, I need this. Like, I should have fucking made one at the beginning. That would have been a smart move. Instead of running all the way over here, I should have just took a small raft, you know? They seem like good tools for traveling around these areas, like without having to run the whole thing. You know, but with the wind, it can be a disadvantage as well. But it just might be some what useful. Fuck. Don't break. I think it still can be useful though. Like if you want to, if you're kind of just want to stop running around the whole shit. It's a break from running. But it is quite fucking slow. Fuck, we're not even close to our base. I might ditch this. We can run a lot faster than this. Yeah, I guess it's not as good as a tool as I thought. I'm looking at the speed that we're going and I'm like, how far we have to go? I'm like, no, this is not gonna work. Fuck it. Good luck, buddy. Whew. Okay, I think what we have is enough, so we're gonna start our mission back to uh, the main base, and I'm thinking the best bet is to bring a boat, because I cannot carry this, obviously. This coming back and forth would be just overwhelming for me, so let's go get the boat, we'll bring all this shit back. So now we have to run from here all the way down here. It's not as far, but there's a river in the middle that makes it a little bit more treacherous. Oh, we made it across the river already. Nice. Okay, we made it. Damn, I didn't bring any ore with me? What a dummy. I thought I did. Okay. Oh, shit. Where the fuck did this guy go? I saw him. I heard somebody over here doing crazy stuff. They broke down the fucking defenses I put right here. It's taking up the core wood every time it breaks too. Fucking bitch. Oh. Oh, fuck. What the I gotta go to sleep, man. It's starting to become in the nighttime a little bit more annoying around my base. It was nice and peaceful, and then now it's just like, okay. Let's put this stuff away now. god. These things growing really weird. I think they were too close. I think when I was playing, I swore I saw a video where some guy was saying something like, oh, the scythe is a good weapon, this and that. So I fucking made it, and then it didn't even do anything. Like, it didn't even hit the enemies, and I was like, why the fuck this will make me make this, man? But later it turned out to be a really good tool for the, growing. Alright, let's fucking sleep because this shit is kind of annoying now. All these enemies, like, showing up. I have a dead body near the area that we're going to. Man, what the fuck? Some foods is crazy. Oh shit, I fucking win. Hmm. Shoot. God dang it. Oh my god. The fucking boat, man, it keeps moving further away. Fucking bitch. Oh, for fuck's sake. God, the boat sometimes, man. It's this fucking... It's the fucking tide, man. Come on. Son of a bitch. Oh shit, my body's over there. I just saw that shit. Man, this was a loot from a long time ago. This kind of sucks because I'm not going to be able to pick it up. I'm sure it's like whatever loot in it is not worth it. I'm just curious what was in there. Yeah, I can't fit any of that stuff, so let's just get the fuck out of here. I think it's the weed that makes me sleepy. It makes me want to take a weed nap. Okay, mission complete. Retrieving 10. That took quite a while, but we did it. Oh my god, no, no, no. Damn, dude, these chickens are annoying. I cannot hit them either, fucking bitch. I think if you pet them, they move. They do have a mechanic inside them that makes them go at the door. What in the fuck? They have a mechanic in the chickens that when the door is open, they're almost like, oh, it's time to escape. Because every time I have a chicken in the area like that, they end up trying to escape, and it's annoying. All the animals do that. So many birds right now. I should have killed those because we do need them. Okay, so now the second mission we have to do is to smelt all this. Which is sometimes it's not difficult, but it's not easy because you have to have a lot of charcoal, and if you don't have this, you have to make a lot of it. So it involves gathering a lot of wood, but I try to prepare sometimes when once I'm low, I try to make a lot, as much as I can sometimes. I'll try to have some on me, like pre-prepare for the next batch in a way. I think we can sleep. Okay. Thankfully I had all this coal here, man. Otherwise this would have been a longer process for sure. I want to make some room in this area. We have a lot of the same shit, so. That'll clear out some of that area, because I mean we can still use this stuff, you know. Like eventually we're gonna need all this stone. You can hear the birds sometimes. Others. Got him. There's another one. Ran. They're showing up a lot right here. We need to take advantage of that. Because I'm running so low on these things. The fool went into the base. Look at them. There's so many in the sky too. Fuck. Oh shit. Fuck you. Oh my god. F off. I'd never realized this, but you might be able to look at them and see where they land. If you look in the sky, you can see them landing. I think the spawn of the birds is like went up. I never realized that. This was hard to see. I can't see him. There he is. Damn it. My foot took off. Oh, that foot didn't land. They keep landing in my base, man. There's one. There's another one. It's getting darker, so they're not showing up now. Damn, that's such a good trick. I wish I would have did that before. You just watch the birds in the sky, and then they'll start to land, and then you can kind of go where to they land and kill them. I'm used to following them just when I see them on the floor. Once they're already landed, I'm like, oh, there they go. But this way, it feels like I'm getting more faster. There's one right here. Oh, there's two now. Ah, he fucking ran. Yeah, this is such a... I got 22 already. That's crazy. I normally don't get a lot of these that quick. Fuck. Damn it, they are quick to leave sometimes. Once they land, they're like only there for a minute and they leave. You see what I'm saying? I don't feel like dealing with that right now. never shot it. That was a nice haul right there, man. Yeah, we needed that a lot. That fucking, that stuff, the feathers. Fuck, so much to smell. Okay, what the fuck do we need this for? We need this for the butchering knife. Damn it, I didn't even have one piece of wood. I should start collecting these guys because there's okay emergency food we can make from them. Like nothing serious, but just something to take out for the deaths. Okay, all of that whole mission was just to make the tool, the fucking butchering knife. Nice. Huh. That shit sounds crazy when you kill him. These ones escaped the main area, the chicken area, and I cannot get them back in there, so I just have to kill them. At least we won't lose them, because I often leave my door open in my front gate, and if there's always chickens there running out, we're gonna lose the whole chicken, so might as well get the resources. Okay, I think I will lay down too. I have to fucking work in the morning, so I want to maybe get a bit of extra relax. But it's the weekend coming up, so it'll be nice. I hope. Alright, I'm out of here.